Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. We're going to start, as always, with our Fast Five. So get your pens ready, pause the screen, and have a go at answering these questions. Okay, fantastic. Well done. If you finish them, let's go through the answers together. So 8 add 4 is 12. 15 take away 4 is 11. 76 add 23, so we're going to do 76, add the 20, we're going to get 96, add the 3, we're going to get the 99. 84 take away 21, so 84 take away the 20 is 64, take away the 1 is 63. 57 add 25, so we've got 57 add 20, we're going to get 77, add the 5 is going to be 82. 82 take away 56, we've got 82, we're going to take away the 50, so we're going to get 32, and then we're going to take away the 6, we're going to get 26. Okay, 37 add 19, so we've got 37, we're going to add 10, we're going to get 47, add the 9, we're going to get 56. And then we're going to do 45 take away 17, so 45 take away the 10 is 35, take away the 7 is 28. 4 times 9, we are going to get 36. 3 times 8, we're going to get 24. 3 times 2, we're going to get 6. And 7 times 7, we are going to get 49. Okay, well done, everybody. That is fantastic if you got those all right. And if you need to do any editing or any correcting, please go through and do that now. Right, let's get on with today's lesson. So today is our last lesson on statistics, and it's our last lesson of the week as well, because tomorrow you have PE. So we are going to do, we're going to read block diagrams, okay? So today we're going to read some block diagrams. We're going to find out what information you can learn from the diagrams. We're going to look at the diagram and we're going to find out what information we can learn from it. We're going to check what steps the numbers are going up in. So we're going to look at the axes and we're going to see what steps our numbers are going up in. Is it 2s, 5s or 10s, or maybe even something different? We're going to look at each different section and then go to the top of that section to see how much there is of it. And we're going to answer questions about the diagrams. This is our final type of diagram, a block diagram, which is when we have blocks put together to represent numbers. We've had tallies, which were lines. We've had pictograms, which were pictures. And now we're going to do block diagrams, which are blocks. So blocks put on top of one another to show us how much things there are. I'll show you one and then you'll understand. Let's go. So here is a block diagram, and here is our big question today. So this information, what is this information in this diagram about? So let's look at this table and let's look at this block diagram, and we can see that it's about favourite food and how many children like each favourite food. Now, the axis that goes up, and they call it the y-axis, is the axis that tells you how much there is, okay? So that tells you the number, the amount. Meanwhile, going along the bottom, we've got the different things that we're measuring. So we're measuring how many people like pie, how many people like pizza, how many people like fish, and how many people like pasta. And then we look over here and we see how many they like. And another quick way of doing it, like I said in the success criteria, is to go to the top, go along, and you can see. Let's look at our axis and we can see that it's going up in 10. So it's going 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So each block, each one of these blocks is worth 10. Okay, so it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And if we go across at the top, we can see that it is 50. So that is right. So how many children are going to like pie, pizza, fish and pasta if we use this diagram? So let's do it together. We'll do the first one together, then I'll let you guys have a go. So the first one is pie. So it's one block, and that means that I'm going in 10s. So it's just 1 10, and that's a 10. And if I check over there, it's 10. So in pie, I'm going to put 10. Okay. Fantastic. Right, can you have a go now at looking at pizza, fish and pasta and seeing how many children like those things best out on pizza, fish and pasta? Off you go, pause the screen and have a go. Okay, well done. So let's go for pizza. We've got 4 blocks. Let's count in tens. Let's go 10, 20, 30, 40. If we go across the top, it is 40. So pizza is 40. Fish, let's count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Go across the top, it's also 50. Fantastic. My 5's not the best there. It's harder than it looks, this pen. And my last one, pasta, 10, 20, 30. My answer is 30. So which food was the most popular and which food was the least popular? Off you go. Work it out for me. Okay, so the most popular is the one that has the biggest amount. So that is going to be fish. Fish is going to be the most popular. So I'm going to put an M next to it for most. And the least popular, remember, is the smallest. So the smallest one is pie, because that's only got 1. So that is the least, not popular at all. It's the least popular. And how many people liked pie or pasta? So how many people would like a pie or a pasta all together? So we're going to count how many people like pie, which is 1 block, and pasta, which is 2 blocks now, 3 blocks, and 4 blocks. Okay, and we're going to count those in 10. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40. So 40 people liked pie and pasta. Right, now block diagrams are really easy for the how many more question. Okay, so if we look at pizza, and we want to see how many more people liked fish than pizza, we could do it our way of our block diagram. So we could have fish equals 15. Okay, and we could also have pizza equals 40. And we want to find out what this extra bit is that makes it up to 50. Or we can just look at the difference on our block diagram. So we could do 50 take away 40 and get 10 to get that other part. Or we could look at the block diagram. So up to here, pizza and the fish are the same. But this bit here is how many more, how much more fish is than pizza. So it's 1 block more, and we know that 1 block more is 10. So 10 more people like fish than pizza. So that's why block diagrams are really good for that question. You can kind of see where it's the same, so you can see what's the extra, how much more is fish than pizza. Right, let's move on to our next one. Okay, now we're going to do a bit of my turn, your turn. We've got, again, our block diagram, and we've got 3 questions. So the block diagram, this one, is about eye colour and how many children how many children have got this eye colour in a class. So how many children have got blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes? So first of all, pause the screen and look at what we're going up in. What are our numbers? What are our steps? Off you go. Okay, well done. So our steps are going up in 2s. Okay, so we know that each of these blocks is a 2. Okay, it's not a 1, so it's not 4 blue eyes. They're going in 2s. So first question, how many children have blue eyes or green eyes all together? So we're looking at the blue eyes and we're looking at the green eyes and seeing how many that is all together. So you can count all the blue eye blocks and then count on the green, or we could do a number sentence. Pause the screen and have a go and see if you can work it out. Okay, well done. So first of all, I'm going to count how many children like blue eyes. So I'm going to go in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's there. So I know 8 like blue. 8 had blue eyes, not 8 like blue. 8 had blue eyes. Probably like them too. And green, 2, 4. And I can check that as well. So it's 8, add 4, which I could draw or I could count on in my head. So I've got 8 in my head. I'm going to count on 4 more. 9, 10, 11, 12. So my answer could be 12. Or I could count them all in 2s. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I could count it that way as well. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, next one, B. How many more children, so this is how many more, that extra bit, how many more children had brown eyes than green eyes? So here's brown, all the way up to here, and here's green. So you've got two choices. You can either look at how much extra brown is than green, which is they're the same, or you can draw your bar model and put brown here, and then green as one part, and what will be the more bit over here. Okay, have a go, pause the screen, off you go. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to do it this way, and I've over here they're the same. So green has got 4, and then brown has also, when it's got 4 here. So this bit is the extra bit. So green had 4, and brown had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So brown had 12. So how many more? So I could either do 12, take away 4, or I could count this extra bit. How much is this extra bit that goes on top? Let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8. So this bit here, the more bit than green, is 8, and 12 take away 4 is also 8. So I know my answer for this one is 8. Okay, and how many children were asked in total? That's how many children were asked their eye colour altogether in total. So have a go now, count it all up. How much is that going to be altogether? Off you go, pause the screen. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm going to do it, I'm going to count each block in 2s, but I'm going to show you 2 different ways of doing it. So we could go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. So that's one way. I've counted all the blocks in 2s, or I could do it as a number sentence. So I've got 8, add 12, add 4, add 10. Okay, so 8 add 12, I know straight away makes 20. So I know that number bond. Add another 10 makes 30. Add my 4 makes 34. So I now know that 34 is the right answer. Okay, I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to delete all of this, my workings out. One more thing before you have a go at your questions today. Oh, it's got right about that. What would happen if I asked another child their eye colour and they said green? So it's not another 2 children, it's another 1 child and they said green. What would I do? Pause the screen and write it down. Okay, yeah. So what we would do is we would say half of 2 is 1. So this extra 1 would be half a block. Okay, it'd be half a block and we'd colour it in green. Okay, so if you see half a block, it's half of your key. So if it's 2, half of your key is 1. And if it's 10, half of your key, if you're going up in 10s, half of a block will be 5. Okay, so you've got to really be careful if you see any extra halves today. So now how many children are green, have green eyes? It's 2, 4, and then 1. So 2 add 4 add 1 is 5. So our answer would be 5. Okay, does that make sense? Brilliant. Okay, so today you have a Teams quiz and you have this resource on Teams. It's as an assignment, so I'd encourage most of you to do it as an assignment, but if you'd rather do it on paper, it is in the folder for you to download. And then what you can do is you can attach a photo of it to the assignment rather than emailing it to us, because then that just everything's in one place and we can give you the feedback on there. So what you've got to do for your main task is you've got to complete the table with the totals. So go through and work out the table. So these ones are whole blocks. If you come to this one, you can see there's a half one in there. You've got to be a little bit careful of what the half is going to be. And this one here also doesn't have the steps on it. So to start with, you've got to work out what the steps are going to be. So that's your main task. And there's also a quiz. And then also stretch is also there as an assignment today. So if you're going to do the stretch, it's also there as an assignment, nice and easy for you to do. You look at the block diagram and you answer these questions about the block diagram as well, okay, which is kind of what we just did in that bit together. But as I said, try and do as much of it as you can on Teams. If you'd rather do it on paper, absolutely fine, then just attach it as an assignment on Teams and then it sends it to us. If you do it as an assignment, you don't need to then email it to us as well. We see everything on Teams and we can reply to it all. But have fun, enjoy, good luck, and I look forward to seeing your learning. Take care. Bye for now.